What do you think the single most important feature of a VPN is? Fast speeds? Lots of servers? That it works with your favorite streaming site? I don't think it's any of those. I think it's the VPN kill switch. In fact, I'm certain of it, and over the next 5 minutes, I'm going to convince you of the same. I'm Callum for Top 10 VPN, and this is a video all about kill switches. If you're watching this video, then you likely already know the VPN basics. That is to say that they secure your internet connection by masking your traffic, routing it to an intermediary location in between you and the sites and services you're accessing. But what happens if your VPN fails? Have you ever wondered about that? Because you should have, because it can. The VPNs can be a little temperamental, and sometimes a connection might break. In these instances, what normally happens is that you're essentially left back at square one. You have no VPN enabled, and your IP address and traffic are exposed to the rest of the web. This is where a kill switch is vital. If your VPN's kill switch is working properly, then in the event of a failure, what instead will happen is that your internet connection is instantly severed. Nothing goes to or from your device, meaning that your personal information is kept hidden. And it'll stay that way until you turn the VPN back on again, or it fixes whatever problems it encountered. We won't ever recommend a VPN that doesn't have a working kill switch. It's such a vital privacy tool, and there are so many VPNs with one that you shouldn't ever consider using one without. Each VPN can work a little differently to the last with its kill switch, so you might have to dig around its menus a bit to find out where the toggle for it is located. Alternatively, it might be switched on by default. Check your VPN support site for information if you're unsure. Whatever it is that you need to do to get it working with your VPN, make sure that you do it before you start using the internet. That way you can be certain there won't be any accidents. Once it's turned on, it should stay that way, and there are no downsides to leaving it like that. Seriously, go and do it right now. It's okay. I'll wait. I don't mind.
A few moments later.
Great. Now that that's set up, you might be wondering, how can you know that it's working? Well, that's pretty smart thinking, and just like you test a fire alarm rather than waiting for a fire to break out, it's sensible practice to test your VPN's kill switch. Here's what to do. First of all, go to the Top 10 VPN kill switch testing tool. We built it ourselves, and it's the only tool like it on all of the internet. I told you, we take kill switches seriously. All you need to do is follow the instructions on the page, but I'll walk you through them now just so you can see how it works. First, click the button to see your real IP address with no VPN connected. This is the IP address that you want to keep hidden. Second, connect to a VPN server. Third, change VPN servers by connecting to one in a different country. We specified that it should be in a different country to make detecting a leak as obvious as possible. Then, simulate an unexpected drop in the connection. In this case, either turning off your computer's Wi-Fi, or unplugging its Ethernet cable, or putting your mobile device on airplane mode will do. After a second or two, reconnect the internet and click the Finish Test button. Take a look at the results. Hopefully, the test is confirming that nothing happened and that your original IP address wasn't detected at any point in the process. If you are seeing a leak though, it probably happened at one of 2 points. It's surprisingly common for VPNs, even good ones, to leak your IP address when you jump between servers. There's often a tiny period where your connection can be left unprotected as the VPN moves from one to the other. We don't actually consider that to be a leak all that severe, as you chose to do it. To avoid any risk of that happening, simply don't change servers when you're in the middle of something important. The second situation though, which is much more serious, is when the VPN attempts to re-establish a connection after the unexpected cut to the internet. It can take time for a VPN to reconnect to a server, and if the kill switch isn't functioning properly, then your real IP address can sneak through in that downtime. That's a sign of a bad kill switch. We recommend that you try this tool on every device you use your VPN with, as each platform can be different. A lot of VPNs still struggle with producing a kill switch for iOS, for example. If you're using a particularly advanced VPN, you might be presented with a selection of kill switches. A typical VPN kill switch is system-wide. That means that no data gets in or out regardless of what you're doing. However, some VPNs, like NordVPN and PrivateVPN, allow you to tailor the kill switch on a per-app level as well. That means that it only kicks in for the apps and programs that you specify. Other VPNs, like Private Internet Access or ProtonVPN, offer a permanent kill switch. This is the strictest level of kill switch that will prevent you from accessing the internet if the VPN is disconnected completely, even if it's turned off deliberately. It essentially forces all of your traffic through the VPN tunnel, no matter what. That's really all there is to it. Kill switches are a super simple concept to grasp, but also a super important one. Make sure your VPN has one, make sure you test it on all your devices, and make sure it's turned on whenever you use your VPN. If you want a little more information on VPN kill switches, then check out our full guide linked in the description. If you have a question, then drop me a comment, and as always, consider liking and subscribing to support the channel, and I'll see you next time.